What is up, team? Chuck with Traders War Room, and I'm back at you with another video. Listen, this is the Sunday Motivator, and we are going to talk about what we got in store for this week and get into some news, and we're going to cover a lot of great content. But what I need you to do right now is hit that like, share, and subscribe button, and I need you to come along with us on the journey, man. Check the description. Lots of tools and tidbits to make you a better trader, man. As we say here at TWR, we want to be better prepared today than we were yesterday. And if that sounds good, then all I got to say to you is follow me and let's go to war. TWR wants to remind the viewer that all content on this channel is for education and entertainment purposes only, all right? You are responsible for every decision you make within the stock market. Have fun, but be cautious and always go to war. All right, team, and hey, before we get started, man, the Discord unveiling is now up and running. All right, we are a live Discord, and we had a great unveiling this weekend. We've been talking, making tweaks, improvements, things of that nature, and we're ready to rock it out come Monday morning. So check the link in the description. Pause this. That link there is good to go. Man, we hope to see you come over to our server and check us out. All right, so we'll see you there, and as always, let's go to war and get it. All right, and as always, we start out with the buzz report. Let's talk about what's hot and what's not in the stock market. So let's get it. This is how the markets closed on Friday. Green across the board. These were the hot tickers that everybody was talking about. Some did good, some did bad, but they all had a bunch of volume and a bunch of movement. This was the sector performance. As you see, you green on the left-hand side, but look at that 5-day, man. Only one of them was green, and that was energy. The rest were all red, so we're looking to see a little bit of bounce back from some of these sectors this week. So here's your top news. Thank you to Market Watch. So it's talking about retirement places that where people can live very cheaply and things of that nature. And a lot of them are in those island communities, you know, Indonesia and Panama, Central America, things of that nature. So it's a good read. Definitely put your eyes open to what people on the verge of retirement are looking to capitalize on the income that they have. And Disney hitting the 50-year anniversary, and man, have they came from just a small-time amusement park to the gigantic juggernaut they are today. So I look for Disney to kind of do some things this week on some news and some catalysts and basically just sentiment of things going good and where they're at now. And this wasn't headline news, but it definitely is newsworthy. I want you to pay attention to that Facebook, man. A lot of buzz on this Facebook whistleblower talking about the company and things of that nature. So what could that mean for us? Well, we could definitely see some selling pressure and some negative pressure towards Facebook. Gives us an opportunity possibly to look at some puts from some jump ups that usually typically happen with this particular ticker on Mondays. So more to come. We'll have to see what it does on the market. All right, upcoming IPOs this week. All right, here's your upcoming IPOs. Now, you guys already know how I roll on IPOs, man. Sometimes it's a good idea to get in and capitalize some of the upward momentum, but definitely a lot of times these IPOs spike hard and decline even harder. So we got to be cautious, we got to be careful, and make sure any IPO you get into, you do your DD, you check out the ticker, you make sure that you get in at a good price for the particular direction that you think the stock is going to go. All right, what am I watching this week and what kind of earnings do we have? So let's take a look. So earnings kind of weak. We don't have much going on, but we definitely made some moves last week on a few things that we did know that had earnings. So I got them highlighted there in green, and these are ones that definitely got my attention going into this week. And we're going to look at a couple charts and talk about a few of these stocks. So let's get at it right now. All right, the first one we're going to talk about, we covered this on the video that we just did, but I want to go over it again. Pepsi, man, I definitely think Pepsi is going to kill earnings, and I think we're going to see a jump up into earnings, probably a typical buy the rumor, sell the news type of thing, but definitely I could see this going towards that 153 mark. One of the hottest tickers out there, and also our stock of the week that we're going to cover here a little bit later, but TLRY, TLRY, man, I definitely see this going to the upside and going towards 12, if not 13. One that I thought was kind of interesting, I definitely could see some upside to this, is BYRN. Okay, so we're about at the bottom of where it's been at trending recently, and I definitely see some upside to this, especially moving into earnings. I don't typically know too much about this company, but I'm definitely going to follow it, see what it does come the market bell on Monday, and it gives us a good opportunity to see some upward pressure. Another one I like, man, these got long candles, and I like that because that means there's some decent movement and everything like that, is Levi, okay? And I definitely see Levi going up. You know, retail has been kind of hit or miss, but the brand names, the ones that everyone counts on, have seemed to do fairly well. So I like Levi going into earnings. I don't like it going through earnings, though, so definitely buy the rumor, sell the news for me on this one. But Levi, keep that on your watch list. And one that I just want to put out there, doesn't have earnings or anything like that, but man, I just think Square is going to do something special this week. I think we're going to hit this on Monday, and we already got a play that we pushed out last week on the Discord, and I think that this is going to hit hard. So we're definitely going to follow this one, and I think that we see towards that 247 range is definitely possible. So keep an eye out for Square. And I'm going to go ahead and add Facebook to this just because we got that information about the whistleblower, and we definitely would like to see some upward momentum on this because I like Facebook for calls, but I'm definitely paying attention to some puts. And with this particular info, it would not be unrealistic to see this thing drop to the 338 and below a type of area, but I could also see this going up 347 before it starts to climb down if the news makes investors a little weary about this particular stock. So paying attention to this hardcore on Monday for a movement either up or down. And just moving along in the sentiment of the energy sector and things of that nature, I got these out here. You see these are the tickers and the percent changes. A lot of them are moving upward in the right direction. We could definitely see some negative pressure because a lot of them saw a huge, big increase upward last week. And if I'm watching the ones that were on top, I'm also watching the ones that are on the bottom. Same type of thing here. The ones that sunk and took a dive last week could definitely see some momentum towards the upside this week. So we're paying attention to these. We're watching these, and we'll see what we got come to market bell on Monday. So our stock of the week, we're going to talk about TLRY. So let's get into it and see what TLRY is all about. Kind of break it down a little bit. So here's a little snippet about the company profile. I'll leave it here. You guys can pause this, read this on your own, but we're going to go into what the actual company does and kind of look at some of the financials. So when we're looking at the company, man, we got to look at the business data. All right, we take a look at that. We're looking at the profitability. We also got to look at the ROE, operation capacity or capability. We're looking at the debt paying capability. We're looking downward spectrum. We're looking at some press releases, seeing what kind of news is out there. If there's anything popping, anything recent, we see some recent news. You know, take a look at the financials, see what they've gone out there publicly and claimed. Insiders, see if there's any new movement or anything like that. We're looking at the industry, seeing if the industry's up or not. The executives, we can always do DD on that. Shareholders. And then again, the company profile. So anytime you look at the company, you got to look at the corporate profile. So let's see if we see anything in here. We got the corporate profile, a little NASDAQ listing, let us know that it's out there. Some press releases, those are important. They could be potential catalysts, stock shareholder approvals, announces quarter, fiscal year, events coming up. These again are catalyst events. So not too much on this page. So definitely have to do a little research. You know, we didn't find much information on this, but we know this is in the cannabis section. That's hot, and we know that some things could also go along with this particular one. SNDL is another one, Hexo or some other ones. So definitely some underpinning stocks that could follow along on a trend if we get some good news and some good movement from this particular one. So definitely got our eye on this one. Pay attention to it, and if you look in the description, there's a link to the corporate website so that you guys can do your own DD and kind of dig into a little bit more of what it has to offer and what its vision statement and things of that nature. All right, so before we get out of here, man, since I got a whole bunch of new users and new viewers and things of that nature, TWR is all about some principles, man, for success. And we got 4 of them. They're sitting right there: planning, managing, training, securing. It's not all about making money and going out there and doing things, but it's also about growing our knowledge and our learning of the stock market. So today we're going to highlight training. So now when we're talking about training, listen, training is anything involved in growing your knowledge base of the market, okay? Now, this could be actually getting in to the stock market. This could be making some trades, some live trades, anything like that. I like to use paper trading, especially if you're a new beginner and you haven't tried something out. Paper trading is a good, safe way to see what you can do with fake money, essentially, to see if you can make something before you actually dive in. Now, I am a firm believer, too, that you learn more from your losses than you do your wins, okay? Because we learn from our losses and we try not to make those same mistakes. So losing is part of the game. If anyone tells you they haven't lost, man, they're a liar, because that is not happening, especially in this volatile market. You have to lose to get better, because it takes away that complacency. It takes away that I'm just a killer winner at all time mentality. You got to understand that you're going to take some L's. You learn from your mistakes and you become a better trader afterwards. So take for what you will, but definitely training is one of the most important things that we do as investors as we grow in our stock market journey. All right, team. Hey, that's the video, man. I hope you got something out of it. Listen, the Discord is up and running. We are doing great things. I hope you guys come over there and see what we're doing and try to join the team and come along with us on that particular journey. Now, listen, Traders War Room, we look at the stock market like it's a war zone. Stocks and sectors, those are our battles. We're doing it together, man. We're killing it. Attack, conquer, and destroy is what we want to do with the stock market, and learn and grow as a community. If that sounds good, then all I got to say to you is follow me and let's go to war together.